So, as we all know, I am the Mystery Wolf, aka Tom. What I'm going to be doing today is, whilst I'm on my own for the day, I'm going to be doing a bit of explaining about what and where I've been for the past bit. So, as we all know, I first did YouTube originally, and then I stopped for a bit, and I came back, and then I stopped again, and I've not said nothing or come back since. What's going to be happening now is I'm just going to put on a scenario in the background so I can play something quietly whilst we drive along. This, by the way, is Train Sim World for the PlayStation 4. There is a new one coming out, which will be Train Sim World 2. As you can see now, it's now available and you can buy. I'm not going to buy it, I don't think, I'm not sure. This is what I come to when I want to relax and things like that. So, where have I been? Let's start with that. I've been away. I've been busy. Basically, some things have happened in my life, and I didn't have chance to be able to sit down and continue to try and do streams and videos and things like that. I've moved around a little bit since the last time I did YouTube. I've been doing quite a lot of things, to be perfectly honest with you. So, as of this moment in time, everything appears to be settled. I appear to be quite settled, so I'm hoping this will be my return to the YouTubes. As you saw, I did a video last weekend with a good friend of mine, which is Ethan Garland. He's recently posted a video on his channel, and basically we're going to start doing what have I done here? Basically, I'm going to start returning to the YouTubes. The idea being something not right with this control panel. Yes, I'm going to be returning to YouTube. Right, just sit down and try and drive. Basically, like I said, I've been away for a while. I've had many things to do. I've not had chance to be doing YouTube as much as I was really hoping to. And I want to come back. I really do. Like I said, I've not been able to do what I wanted to do. I've wanted to do YouTube forever. But a lot of things changed and a lot of things happened that I wasn't able to proceed. I had to move houses a couple of times. I got engaged. You know, some things have happened in life that I'm not, which prevented me to do it. I mean, technically I can't really do YouTube at the moment because, you know, my house is still not sufficient for what I want to be able to do YouTube. As you would have seen if you watched Ethan's video, as much as it was edited, and even Connor's video, Stride Reviewer, those two people I'm going to be collaborating with a lot, these two channels. All three of our styles are going to be different. Connor and Ethan are going to be doing more of Ethan will be doing live streams on Twitch when we're playing, and then he'll be doing the edited versions uploaded to YouTube. I will be doing live streams to YouTube only, that's my style, and Connor's style is he will be doing edits. Maybe in futures he will be coming to live streaming as well, but I can't, for the other two channels I can't speak of, but a lot of collaborations and a lot of my videos will involve these two people. Today they're not here, so I decided tonight I would sit down in peace and I would go through my own, I would go through everything myself. And just basically I'm going to talk about me. I'm going to talk about this channel, I'm going to talk about what I'm doing, you know, I'm going to talk about everything that's going on within my channel. So, background noises. You might hear a lot of noises in future. You might have heard as soon as we started there was a background noise. I have 3 birds. 2 being, all 3 being Indian ringnecks. And all 3 are my pride and joys. I love all 3 of them to bits. One of them doesn't love me so much, and the other 2 are a little bit devious towards me, let's just say the least. But I love all 3 of them like my children. So, what I'm going to be trying to do on this channel, this is a complete mess. This is why I kind of stopped doing YouTube as well, because I'm not good for single-pointed stuff. So, the idea being is my channel will be solely focused on gameplay. I will be playing games, I will be doing a lot of collaboration, Warzone, any multiplayer style games I'll probably be playing with the boys. Stride Reviewer, whose channel I'd mentioned, you can search him up at Stride _ of_UR. He did a video recently of us playing COD, and he's currently downloading Black Ops 3 so he can be in preparation for when Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War releases. We both pre-ordered it, so we'll both get it on day 1. We might not be playing on day 1 because of work and things like that, but we will see how things go. But for sure, me and Connie are huge zombie fanatics, so we will be looking forward to being able to play zombies, being able to enjoy the old times. So currently re-downloading at the moment Black Ops 3, so we can play on the PS4 the old zombies, which I think will be a very fun game. We are, like I said, for future videos we're going to be trying to collab a lot with each other. I can't guarantee on how well this will work or how much this will happen, but me and the boys are trying to run the best we can on collaborations and things like that. At least I will try. I'm not sure what the others have in plan for their channels. As much as we're good friends, we've not really discussed on how we're taking this step. I'm more than happy to take the step of the collaboration, simply because we have a better chemistry when we're playing together, having fun together. Let's try and find the camp lights. Yeah, when we have that sort of work together, then we're, you know, like our Warzone wins, and when I did the last live stream, we were ecstatic and we did absolutely amazing. I would really like to continue doing the collaborations with the boys. I hope they do too. Like I said, I don't control their channels, I don't know how they manage their channels. We're all individuals, but we're all going to sort of work together in that sense. I think I can proceed on yellow, but with caution. So yeah, basically what we're going to be doing is trying to come back as I was and trying to work more. The streams will basically hopefully be taking place during weekends mostly. Friday, Saturdays and Sundays. It won't be every Friday, Saturday and Sunday, it won't be every single day, but I will try to be on, I will try to be as active as possible as I can within the channel. Like I said, I'm just playing this because I want something that's not going to take away my concentration. And as before, when I used to do this, I was very distracted because I'm very, I concentrate a lot on what is in front of me. Manual wipe, really? Manually wipe the window. Anyway, See, you think I get distracted again. I want to be more involved. I want to be more ecstatic. I like to do live streams because if I do one day possibly grow into something, I can interact with audiences and I can have fun. And, you know, I like that idea of doing challenges with the community and having the community suggestions, videos and things like that. For me, it's fun. I like that kind of thing. Like I said, I need to try and stick to a regime to find a time, if not anything. But we all know how my timing is. Yeah, as you can see, again, I am being distracted because I'm trying to look for buttons for the train. I should have really picked the German one, because the German one is very easy. Just getting on really with the German one. The American one is a little bit more different, especially a freight train such as ours. But no, I'm hoping I can sit, and I can start doing streams again, and I can start having fun. Now that I have a squad, I will say a squad, I can guarantee we're going to be on all the time. I'm hoping I can go back to the old type days with the Black Ops and the Ghost, the Golden Gold, and, you know, that kind of old school stuff where it was, you know, sat with the boys, having a laugh, having a joke, you know. Even YouTube itself, I enjoy these kind of videos and watching people have a laugh, have a joke. Me and the boys, we crack some really good jokes between ourselves, and sometimes we think that would be good if that would record. That's kind of what my goal is with live streams. I want to be able to crack that, capture that joke. I want to be able to get the jokes on camera. From the last live stream, we picked Corey's audio, who's with us, from the squad mate. So his voice will now be heard in videos, so it doesn't seem like we're all three of us in insane talking to ourselves. You do hear Corey slightly in the background, but you don't hear him too much. But no, we're going to be, if we do obviously collaborations, which I'm hoping for the most, we can sort of work that way around the sort of things. But yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. That's what I'm trying to do. If you're wondering about the train, it is a cargo freight 542 American liner. I don't know if I'm saying any of the numbers correct, but it's an American 542 freight train. I think you saw it at the very beginning when I started up about explanations, how it works. So what's going? Hopefully, my aim to be different is I don't want to be like before. Like before, I was very distracted when I do video games because I have the reason I stream is I have a very good passion for video games. I like to hear sounds, I like to listen to cutscenes, I like to see how the things work. And sometimes I can't. I've never grown used to the idea of talking whilst playing. When I'm streaming with the boys, yes, multiplayer games I can do the talking and the streaming. But when I'm playing alone, especially with something like this, the talking doesn't come as much as I would like in my mind, you know. I wish I could talk more, and I wish I could stay on track with what I'm after from the video, and, you know, a lot of the times I fuck it up. And I will admit that, that's not a problem. This woman here, I don't know what she's doing, she's here. So, it's going to go up to 10 and I'm not even prepared. That's me getting done for speeding. Oh shit, I need to stop now, I need to stop. Please stop before we hit this, please stop. Please stop, please stop, please stop, please stop. Ah! It derailed. Oops. Let's try a different scenario, shall we? Yeah, like I said, this is Tracing World 2. I was driving... I can tell you what I'm driving now since I'm backing out. It's the Western Peninsula model. This game, when it launches, comes with 3 different models. So, you have your training models. You get trained on these 4 trains. So you have the Peninsula Corridor Introduction, F40PH2 Cat. You have the Gallery Cab Car and the GP382, which are all different types of trains. You have an English high speed, you have a German high speed. Wait, no, that's all for the Americans, sorry. Then you have the main Spazet-Bahn, I'm probably saying that wrong, the Northern Transpennine, and the Long Island Railroad, the Rapid Transit, the Great Western Express, and the NEC New York. These are all the ones they launch with. I don't have any other packs with this. These are what they launch with. I'm hoping... I will try and find a short one so I don't waste too much time here. I just want to see if I can do a quick little scenario, perhaps one I haven't done yet. The German ones are all 45. Oh, that one's 30. We'll take the 30 northbound. 30 minutes is a match. I mean, I haven't got much more to talk about. This is my problem with live streaming. This is what I was trying to put across with my point. I run out of things to say very quickly. When I'm with the boys, sometimes we'll just sit there and we'll just relax, you know. Some days we'll have really bad games, we'll have warm-up matches, and then we'll pop off like crazy. Because I've not been playing as much as I used to, because when I first ever started video games, I was climb the steps, fucking hell. I was very much sat playing video games 24/7, pretty much. I need to go and open the... Oh, the driver's seat is on the other side. I thought it was this side. My bad. Close the door. Oh, that was the driver's side. No, when I first started playing this game, well, not this game. When I before a lot of things happened. In fact, even whilst I was doing the other YouTube, yes, I believe so. At that point, I was living in a completely different country, and I was very much, you know, I was able to do YouTube because of finishing school and things like that. When I finished, I had all the time in the world. Especially for the summer period, you have 3 months. I've just realised I've never driven this train before. I've not picked the correct scenario for this. So this will be fun to see what happens. Paragraph circuit breakers, throttles, okay, it's an electric tram. The reverser works, so I don't have to worry about that. Doors should be right on the D-pad. No, they are not. Fuck. Basically, the control system in this is very different. You can either mash all these buttons, or you can press different ones. So in this case, I can control the doors by using left on the D-pad. Down on the D-pad will contact me the signaler and break the game, usually. No. Up won't do anything. Right on the D-pad will let me control the lights, which are like high beams. Cabin lights are on. You get XP with the trains as well, so it's like, hey, I'm just going to lock both sets of doors. I always open and close both sets. It never actually does anything, thank God. But it is fun just to have them open and closed. The reverser is forward, so I just need to wait till 17:15, which is in 45 seconds, and we can go. Now, when I used to do YouTube before, I had more time. Video editing will not be a thing that will be getting done as of this moment. It's going to sound bad, but I would like to see if this channel can grow. If it can grow as it is, I will probably return to editing, but at this particular moment in time, I'm not in a situation to be able to buy the software required to do editing. PlayStation 5, I should be moving to PlayStation 5, that's not going to be a problem. I'm just hoping that the price isn't astronomical. I'm currently going through a little bit of work at the moment. That's the horn, I think. I can't press it. Stop, 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 stop. That's the train. Is apparently saying I need to lock both sets of doors. Okay, both doors are locked. This is a train that has two sets of brakes, a forward and a reverse. Fuck, I hate these. My brake is released and the pressure in the pressure is not coming off the brake. Oh, what the fuck have I done? Throttle and brake. Let's make it full brake. Oh, there we go. It's gonna reset now, hopefully. Yes, it's MR, it's resetting. Let's just put that one on emergency. Okay, so we're gonna be late because this train does not want to move. The braking systems in these electric trains are a nightmare. If you hit full emergency, you can forget about going anywhere. I'm at full max power at the moment and I cannot get this thing to move. Alright, do I have is there a handbrake apply, released? Handbrake release. There must be something active on this train that I'm not sure about. This game isn't without its bugs. Sometimes it is. That's the horn. I know why we're not moving. You fucking bastard. That's why we're not going anywhere, because I had already locked the doors, but the game was telling me to redo it. Never mind, we're on the move now. I like these electric trains, you can just slam them in full power and you can gain speed immensely quick. It's a good job the passengers don't complain. I'd be no good as a train driver. People would be flying off into walls if I was a train driver. Fuck, you want to sit down, old lady? Fucking forget it. Boom, back to the room you go. Fucking, she sits in the first carriage and she ends up in the fucking fifth. If I was driving, fucking hell. We've got 99. This is why I love German trains. You can max out. I do have to be careful because in 0.5 in half a mile I need to reduce down to 37 miles an hour. I don't understand why they do that stretch of 55 if they're just going to limit you straight back down. Excuse me, but hey. Like I said, it'd be an good train driver. It's 500 yards. Apply a little more brake. And a little more. Do you know there's bullshit about trains as well, what I've noticed? When you hit a checkpoint, when it's reduced speed, it's from the second you hit the check. From the second I touch the sign. So the sign will be coming up. Let's see if I can see it. The sign is 100 yards in front of me. 60 yards, I don't see a sign. 10 yards, boom. From the second I hit that, I automatically have to drop my speed to 37. When I hit 75, look, I hit the 75 checkpoint, and I have to wait for the whole train to pass that sign before I can put the train back up to 75. That's horseshit, and you know it is. Like this one, 87, yeah? 87's more, so I can just literally keep flowing it. I'm lucky I got moving when I did. That train was just coming in. I'm already 20 seconds late for the next station because, yeah, problems. Basically, throttles is controlled with R2 and R2 and R1. Those are my throttles. My brakes are controlled with L2 and R2. So, if I do this and this, I'm pretty much putting on an emergency brake. That is a full emergency brake. Yeah, I've got it. So. Shut the fuck up and drive the train. No, not shut the fuck up. That was your problem first time. Then. Don't shut the fuck up. Right, let's put the throttle back into neutral and the brake off. And if I hold, is it right on the D-pad? Or is it double tap down, or is it hold down? Up then? Left? Yeah. The left button is also programmed to the wipers. There we go. I can hear the switch clicking, but I don't know where it is. Shit. Yeah, you're gonna try to drive. Lock the doors. We'll deal with that later. Nate, you know, let's figure out these wipers. It's on the right hand side somewhere. It's on that control panel somewhere. There's still pressure in the brakes. There we go. Look at that switch there, by any chance? I hate that so much. That was instrumental lights in my cabin. Not all these dials and switches work, which is that's it there. Like the setting off. There we go. I was gonna say I'll turn that off, didn't I? Ah, that's more like it. We got moving. Ah, so a couple of games I'm hopefully going to be playing on this stream is not on this stream, but in streams in general, future streams or other streams. I'm not going to try and do huge series, but I might do gameplays. I'm not sure. So I'm looking for the games I will be playing the most. The games I will be playing on here, I believe, is going to be the Mafia 2 Definitive Edition because I love that game so much. I'm just gonna put 5% brake pressure on just so I can slow it down. Oh, you fuck. So yeah, we missed that station. We'll fail the scenario now because we've gone too far past the station. What an absolute feat. I'm driving under the speed limit. Yeah, the fact that I'm stopping the fucking train doesn't surprise me. I'm driving under the speed limit, to be honest. I'll put this in reverse and we're gonna back it in. There's still pressure in the brakes. As you can see, like I said, never put an electrical train in full brake because you are going to jam them fuckers up. So if I go 500 yards backwards, I'm going to hit a red light. Yes, because I passed that light. I am, however, going to start applying. Like 200 yards to go. 190. Let's use brake, 150. I can't believe how fucking far I ran off the station there. 100 yards. I can go back a bit more, 90. Yeah, we'll hit brake now. 50 yards. Yeah, we're here. The game counts up. So let's unlock that. For fuck's sake, I've hit the wipers again. I'm gonna put that on hold. The emergency brake is gonna come off. So it's on 0. The wipers, I found the switch, thank fuck for that. I can turn them off. I should really rebind that key on the keypad because that's pissing me off. Yeah, so there's a couple of controls that I don't know what they do exactly, 100%. I think I could drive with these doors open. People are talking. Lock road. Put the wipers on again, of course I have. Alright. Keep it 0. Oh, I guess these doors need to be closed for me to be able to drive. Oh, the fucking brake was on hold. Fucking moron. Let's not overshoot the next station, hopefully. You ever see someone want to fuck up a video game? Depends on the video game. Just look at me. I just put controls to drive forwards. So can I drive with these open? No, they are locked. Yeah, they are locked now. I think they will close automatically as well when I start driving. You know, when I used to play this alone, I used to be able to set the train up perfectly. You know, have the next drive ready, you know. You know, I could hit the station perfect. Now that I'm sat here talking, I can't do it. And that's the reason what happened with the last set of streams that I used to do. Because I wasn't able to talk and stream at the same time, I sort of couldn't balance the idea of being good at a game, because I love to be good at games. I couldn't balance that fact of being good at a game and trying to do whatever challenge or mission or whatever was necessary. Right, so about 600 yards, we're going to start slowing it down. In fact, we'll have to slow it down before then, because the next signal is going to drop me to 43 in a moment. It's 700 yards, so we're going to apply 50% brake for the time being. And we're going to release that a little bit. So we gradually reduce speed. I think I'll need to put it up a little bit more. I don't think we'll slow down in time. No, we won't. 40, 47, 45. Yeah, we should cruise. Just press it a little bit more so I come in at 43. And then 300 yards from there, we're going to start slowing it down. There we go. 30% brake. Let's go to 50. Like I said, if there was a grandma in this train, she'd be flying backwards and forwards between the cabins. She'd start off in the first cabin behind me, and I'd launch her to the 5th fucking cabin behind me. And then when I brake, I'd pull her all the way back to the front. Be good. You wouldn't need a seat, you'd just fucking float the entire journey. That was actually really good, if I do say so myself. Let's reduce... Fuck, why did I press emergency? Hopefully by the time I have to lock the doors, the brakes would have... Yes, the brakes will have regained their power. So thank fuck for that. Fucking moron, I can't believe I had to do that. I don't even know how late I am either. I don't know if I'm behind schedule or in front of schedule. I'm gonna guess I'm behind schedule, seems like the game is forcing me to lock and drive. It's not forcing me to wait. Normally, before you're allowed to lock the doors, if you were late, if you were early, it would force you to wait. Yeah, I got 2 minutes to get to the next one, so I'm very much tardy. Let's just try to slam it. 1.8 miles in less than 2 minutes. It is possible, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it. I need to slow down a little bit now because I need to wait till we get to the next checkpoint. I can push it a little bit more for now, but then I'm gonna need to slow it down to like 1%, 2%. And a 4% upgrade. So as you can see on the right hand side, you have the speedometer and things like that. You can turn all this off so you don't see anything, and you need to rely on these screens, but they're not the best, and I don't know if you can zoom in or out. I love that horn on this. So small. So, yeah, then you can. I don't know what this does as well. Dot release. It does that marker type thing. Your cursor's like this, and when you see something, it'll mark it. That play button is highlighted. ST release. I'm not paying attention as always. Let's fucking floor it. And again, when we get to about 600, 700 yards, we start to apply a decent amount of brake. I should really be fucking floating this. I'm 5 seconds late. Not gonna get there in time. Your hill gradients can be an absolute killer in this. I always try and aim for on par or just under speed limit. It's 30 every 30 seconds, I think. It gives you a point every 30 seconds. It gives you a point a second and it gives you the 30 after. So I'm going to start applying brake now, actually. 50% brake. Don't know if I'm going to stop in time. I hope I stop in time. I'm just going to use a little bit more because I'm a little worried. I'm going to use a little bit more because I'm a lot worried. I'll stop well before time. I'll leave it like that. Let's keep it 25% and we'll cruise in nice and gradually. Hopefully. Am I going to cruise in? I should do. Yeah. Grab it, not brake. Brake, I wanted, not throttle. Not gonna need max brake. Unlock the doors. As always, I'm late, so if your train's ever late, just imagine me being your driver. Especially if you get thrown around a lot in your cabin, like whilst you're being. If you get thrown a lot, you know, if you get thrown around a lot, just blame it on me. Just okay, it's Tom. Tom did it. Excuse me. So, how's everyone handling the pandemic? I know I'm suffering. No, I'm not. I'm alright actually. Work has remained the same for me. I'm lucky in that aspect. I'm not exactly a vital worker, but because there was so little of us working for the company, I was able to proceed. I think I can do. Is there something wrong with my brakes again? Yeah, no, I just... Yeah, seeing how the game sometimes doesn't want to boot up properly. There used to be a glitch. There was a glitch, actually, at the very beginning of one of the matches. One of the scenarios. You couldn't start the train at all. It just would not start. So the game, obviously, in the introductions, it teaches you how to switch it on from scratch and things like that. You'd have to switch on the whole train by scratch, and then you'd have to sit down and hit the throttle. But you would have to get up and turn off the master switch, because the game wouldn't let you proceed for some reason. You had to switch off the master switch and switch it on again, and then you could sit down and use your reverser, your pick direction. You know, you could then pick the direction, and then obviously from your direction you can pick your throttle. And there's another one every so often in some of the trains. You have to completely. The electric ones are not too bad, but some of the trains you've got to completely shut off the power and put the power back on again, because it will not start. I've sat in a station for 5 minutes with the power trying from little bit power to too much power to full brake to less brake to try and get the train moving, and what I had to do was completely shut off both the brakes and the power, and then I had to put them both back on at full. So the brakes I had to pull on full and switch off the power and then put the power back on, which was an absolute nightmare. I don't know if I'm going to stop in time for this one. I think I should. 49%. Yeah, I should. Keep it 47 for now. When it gets below 20, then I'll turn it down a bit if I'm not close enough. I struggle to judge. Some of these are hard to judge because some of them are on hills, and you can't quite judge the hill. You know, if it's a 5% gradient going up, then you'll stop quicker than if it's a 0.5% gradient going down. This is a 0.1% gradient coming up. So I'm actually going to slow down a lot more than I intend to, too quickly. I'm going to release the throttle completely. I'm a little bit on time. I'm still going to be a minute late. But if it makes me wait a minute or two, then I should be good. Yeah, I'm just going to put like 70% brake on. Hopefully I should cruise in nice and gently. If I can hit the green, that'll be perfect. I'm gonna hit the green with 10 yards-ish. 9 yards. Let's quickly unlock the doors. Fuck, I hit them. I do that often, especially with these electric chains. I keep pressing L1 and it pulls obviously the throttle back, which then hits the brakes and it then triggers the train to go into full lock mode, and then you've got to completely stop, reset, release the brakes. You know, like what I'm having to do here. I'll try not to throttle up too quickly before the doors close, but I'm gonna be ready to lock both. Second, it gives me an option. Listen to them close. They're closed. No, they're not. Okay. But those were closed when I hit the throttle. Then you heard the doors were closed, and the brakes didn't bother to release until after. It's very odd. I find it very strange. I'm hoping I can get up to speed. I've got to get there in 3 minutes. 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes. Let's say 3, so I'm at least there for 30. So if I'm there for 17:39:30. It's a good job it's not a Japanese train, because I'd be fucking late. In Japan, if you're late by even a minute, they send you your tickets, I think. I'm not sure. I'd love to go to Japan. I want to set the bullet train. Oh, that'd be nice to go to Japan. I also want to go to America as well. It'd be nice. I was supposed to be going away, actually. Funny, true story. I'm supposed to be going away in October, and they cancelled my flight. Believe it or not. They legit straight up cancelled my flight. And I got the cancellation last month. We're now in September. I got it beginning of last month, so I got it beginning of August. So 2 months before I was supposed to fly, they turned around and said to me, nope, your flight's cancelled. I'm like, oh, really? So now I'm waiting for a cash refund, which a lot of people at the moment all around the world are complaining they're not getting their cash refunds like they're supposed to be. I was offered my vouchers. I was offered vouchers that last until 2021. But with this crazy coronavirus and shit going around, who really knows if I'll be able to go away in 2021. So I'm going to wait for the cash refund, and then I'll just keep the cash to one side, and if I decide that I want to go away, I will pay with it with cash. Because cash won't expire, whereas the crazy crazy vouchers that they've offered me will. Yeah. I had fun. I was supposed to be going away in October, and they cancelled my flights for me. Which is really nice, because, you know, that's exactly what you want to hear, that your flight has been cancelled. %23% is 5. 23% power is 5 gradient on the marker at the bottom. Yeah, so it's not very interesting what I'm doing. But again, like I said, I brought this up so I could talk about the channel and how I'm planning on changing it and all that kind of stuff. I was hoping one of the boys might have joined tonight, because one of them's watching the football, Scotland's playing against somebody, and the other one, he's eating. I'm speeding. There you go, I only got 15 points then, instead of my 30, because I was speeding. I was 1 mile an hour over the speed limit. I'm gonna just cruise at the moment, because soon I'm going to need to slam down the throttle. I'm going to be late, as I am. It would be nice to make up some time, but I guess that's not a thing that's going to happen.
Looks like one of the boys is here.
I told you I'm here.
I was watching a stream, like you said, no one's here.
Oh, you're watching my stream, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought you were. Do you know, I had a really strong suspicion it was you who was watching. So you were
I seen
listening
you
to all the shit
online,
I
and
was saying.
the only reason I seen you was on bloody streaming was because I checked on the friends and it says that you're streaming.
No, like I said, I've decided to. I don't need to listen to the whole stream so far, but.
No, you just joined the last like 5 minutes or so.
Oh, right. So I know someone was here, but I
Just
don't
when you
know.
was waffling about electric trains and break or something.
Oh, yeah, the brakes on the train. Oh, which are absolute shit. And again, I wasn't paying attention. I've just put it to full fucking. Oh, am I gonna overrun? Oh, I was allowed to get away with that. I've overstepped the platform. No, I was basically just to catch you up, so you don't have to watch it. Um, basically, I was just saying about, I'm hopefully coming back to YouTube. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to start doing Friday, Saturday, Sunday streams if possible. I'm going to stick to just streaming because at the moment I don't really have the equipment for doing broadcasts. Not broadcast, editing. I don't really have the software. I do on the PlayStation, but I'm not a big fan of the PlayStation software. I do have a software system for the old computer, but I can't run discs on this laptop that I've got, so it's not possible that I can do editing. But I am hoping that, if everything goes well with this, and everything, like, builds up, picks up, I will start to do, editing videos and things like that. But like I said, I'm going to be working with you and Connor, and you and Connor are you're doing your live streams to Twitch, and then you're doing the edited version to YouTube. Connor's doing edited videos to YouTube. I'd prefer that someone, I do a live stream on YouTube, and then, you've got everything.
Yeah.
So that's basically what my hypothesis is. That's what my goal really is for YouTube. That I'm going to be just the live streamer that streams games, matches, whether we do good, bad, shit, quiet,
Yeah.
But like I pointed out, I mean, before when I used to do YouTube, I was always very quiet talking.
Yeah.
I don't want to try and change that a bit, so. Hence why I've been waffling on about fucking electric trains, brakes and shit. Because that was my problem before, if you ever watch any of my old videos that I've got on the channel. It's very much me struggling to find things to say, things to talk about, things to...
Yeah, no, I'm the same.
Which is why I kind of don't want to do single players, which is kind of why I stopped. And then when I knew you were starting, I'm like, well, I could start as well, and I got someone to talk to, whilst I'm doing streams and shit like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now Connor started, and, we got Connor as well. So we can always say, hey, we got 2-3 of us here. We can start broadcasting, streaming, whatever.
I learned 5 of you stream.
Hello, whoever it is that's watching. No, like I said, you live stream to Twitch, I live stream to YouTube, there's always... If we're together, then we're streaming together, you know what I mean? But if we're not, we're not. It's not a huge deal, but... I like the idea of us streaming together, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I need to get a hold of Corey, by the way. I'm gonna offer him a deal.
What?
If my YouTube channel becomes somewhat successful, I will buy a piece. I don't know. A couple thousand or something.
Okay.
I will buy a PC and I will start doing PC games.
Okay.
If, obviously, the channel becomes...
Big.
Well, I'm not saying big, I'm not saying, like, huge either, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, no.
But something
How
of a
much
good...
do you start making money? And you have 1,000 followers and so.
I was going to say, it's after your first 1,000 subscribers, and then you should be able to start.
And I think there's so many views.
Yeah, it's so many views per video. Well, it's so many views, and then you start per... viewer. It's got to hit like, it's got to be over so many viewers, and then it's per view. If that makes sense. Well, I've just finished this, and I'm very much late. Wow, I was very late to finish this.
So is it like Train Simulator?
Yeah, basically, yeah. It's a PlayStation version of Train Simulator. The reason I'm going to say I want to go to PC, by the way, this is the trick that Corey won't know. is I want to play Euro Truck Simulator.
Okay.
I have played it before in the past, and I absolutely adore it. But I want the full setup, the brakes, you know, the brake, the clutch, the
Yeah.
accelerator, the
So why are
Logitech.
you making this with Corey? Because he has a PC, or?
Well, Corey said, you know, about him getting a PC, or he was banging
Yeah.
on at me. He was banging on at me to get a PC, so I said, "Fuck it, I will get a PC. I will think about getting a PC." I've always thought about getting a PC. Always.
Yeah.
It's always been something on my mind, but I've never had the chance to be able to get a PC. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if Corey really wants that we start sitting on PCs and shit like that, I don't have a problem. I'll still keep the PS4, you know, I'll probably play it mostly. But if I'm ever doing streams or anything, I will do, you know, PC videos as well. Because it's a
Yeah.
little more simple to do it with the PC, because, you know, it's a direct stream from the PC. It's not like this where it's a stream from the computer to the... It's not like from the console to YouTube. I can do from YouTube to YouTube. And I can have like 2, 3 monitors. I can have a comment section open, you know. So I can start
Yeah.
interacting with people more. You know what I mean? Like this, I can't really interact with people because my screen is the screen. It's not like the chat isn't available. And I don't know...
On Twitch, you can have like a dashboard on your phone.
Yeah, I think you could do the same with YouTube, to be honest. YouTube live stream.
I don't know. I've
I
never
don't
done
know.
it.
You might need to use the studio. But
Oh, probably, yeah.
honestly, I have no idea. So, you know, it's just, I'm just, how can I put this? Like I said, I was thinking of doing a channel reboot. But again,
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a logical way of going down that path. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what are you doing?
I don't know what you want to do. Do you want to do COD? Do you want to do...
Man, you keep saying that for one. Because once you close your
I'm done.
application, your stream will end.
Yeah,
You
I know.
done?
Yeah, I've done the scenario, so I think I'm going to end it here anyway.
Yeah, that's them. When you end your
So,
stream.
Alright. Just give me a second. So guys, as you might have noticed, thank you for being here. Thank you for the time of listening to me ramble on for a good 45 minutes to an hour, I think, now, of bullshit. And as you can see, this is hopefully the return of me with the channel being as it is. Hope you all enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, and follow me for more information. The boys' other channels will be mentioned and hopefully tagged if I manage to get round to it. I'll try and do it tomorrow. Well, I'll try to do it the day after the stream is released. We'll completely see, but hopefully you enjoyed, and I will catch you all again next time.